in this position, like we can take one look at this black king and be like, okay, he is not gonna survive. So you have to look for checks, captures, then threats. So checks, well, there are not a whole lot of reasonable checks. Like for example, some random check like bishop to f5 is just not sensible because g takes f5 and black right now is in fact winning because he does have two passed pawns here and an extra queen to start out. So we've got to get a checkmate and not sacrificing even more material. So, well, the only real reasonable checks are rook to e6, but rook to e6 actually allows the king to move away, to escape from our pieces, because like this rook is actually a pretty critical piece. It boxes in the king so that it's restricted to these couple squares, and so a rook has to stay there. And the only real other reasonable check is bishop to g2, and that in fact should be the first move that comes to mind, because what that means, the king only has one square it can move to, e5, and then we add one last finishing touch, bishop to f4. Note that this is that this bishop is x-raying a rook so that the king can't take. And again, a rook is boxing in the king and the bishop controls e4 and the knight controls f5.